Hello beautiful people, today we're going to be making a bag with a transparent frame, which is what I'm showing you right now. The frame has holes which we'll be using to pass our fishing lines. What you'll be needing basically for this design is your frame, your transparent frame, or whatever kind of frame you want to use. They have different types, your fishing line, and your choice of bead. So first thing first, you decide where you want to start from and pass your fishing line through it, and just interlock with one bead. That would be like your starting point. If you watch my previous video, you would know the way I like to interlock my beads, but the general known pattern is just to pass both threads in opposite direction through the hole of the bead. Yeah, so when you start that, when you've laid that first bead down, then you can continue. You put one bead on each side, that's on the left thread, and on the right thread, then you interlock with another bead. But since my first hole is a bit far from my second, I think I'll be making like 2 of these before I pass it through the next hole. This design is actually not very hard to make. You just get the basic concept of it, except you're going for a different kind of design, but we're keeping it basic for this one. Just beading through frames. You get 2. It usually comes in pairs, yeah, so you get 2 and decide how you'd like your pattern to be. So here I'm just showing you the first ring of 4. We're going to be working with rings of 4s. So I'm done with the first one, and like I indicated that my second hole was a bit far from the first, so I'll be doing 2 rings of 4 to get to my second hole. Then I'm going to pass either side of the thread, depends if you're right-handed or left-handed. You pass it through the nearest hole like I'm doing. Please look very closely to get this. You pass it through the hole of the frame, and because I like to tighten my own, I pass it through the hole of the frame and through the bead that was leading up to that hole, the first bead that we used to interlock closest to the hole. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. If you do not, please leave it in the comment section and let me see if I can simplify more. Okay, so we're just going to basically continue with our rings of 4 and keep attaching it to each hole that is on the frame. Did you get? So if you've been understanding so far, this is what you should have by now. On the first side, there are different shapes of frame. They have the round one, the semi-round, and different shape, but this one is like a square kind of shape. That's my child in the background. A square or rectangle. I think this is a rectangle because the other side is longer. So we're about to turn now. Sometimes this can be tricky, just basically to observe how the turning is and just know how to follow it. It's not hard at all. It's still the same ring of 4, but when you've gotten to that part where you want to turn, instead of putting one on each side, if you're using your right hand, you put 2 on your right side, on your right thread, then it's interlocked with the one on the left. You put 2 on your right side, on your right thread, and interlock with the one on the left. But if you start from the other end, that's your left side, that means you're going to put 2 on your left thread and interlock with the right, and that's how you turn, and that's basically how you just continue. One tip I would give you is that try to take off the edge of this paper on the frame before you complete your work. I think I made that mistake one time and it was hard getting the paper off, so you'd have to take away this paper they use in protecting the frame. Okay, so that was basically it. Now that I'm done with 2 frames, what I showed is how to just go about the frame. We're about to join both frames together. Here we're going to work with rings of 4 again, but in a different way. We're going sideways this time to connect both frames together. Like I was trying to say before, make sure you take out the this brown paper used in protecting the... Stop that, stop making noise. Mommy is making a voiceover. Make sure you... Sorry for that interruption. So please make sure you take out this brown paper to make it easy for you. If not, it's going to be difficult taking it out when you already attached your bead. So once I'm done with making, depends on how wide you want your bag to be. Once I'm done making either 4 or 5 lines, I would use one end of the thread and pass through the other pointy end of the frame the other pointy end, the bead sticking out from the other end of the frame, to connect both of them from one end to another. I didn't want my own to be too wide based on what the client asked for, so I made a ring of 4, just 3 times. Then on the fourth one that's supposed to be connecting both frames together, I put one bead on the right thread, pass it through the pointy bead on the other frame. There'll be one bead sticking out from the other frame by the side. I passed it through, then interlock with one bead, making the last ring of 4. So I decided to make rings of 4 times for my own width, that's the wideness of the bag. I didn't want it to be too wide. This can be tricky, but just continue to get firm as you go along. Yes, so this for the second to make the second row, I will just take my right thread and pass it through the next pointy bead. I'm calling it pointy bead so that you would know what I'm trying to talk about. That's just the bead pointing out from the other frame. When you're done beading around each frame, you take the right thread, pass it through. Then when you pass it through, you put one more bead and interlock with one, and you just keep passing it through, connecting them throughout till the other end of the bead. I recorded this video a while back, but I discovered that I lost a lot of clips. So for now, we'll just take this as the first tutorial teaching us how to begin making a frame beaded bag, and soon enough I'll complete it, and also a tutorial on how to make the handle. So here we are, the finished bag. It was very fine. I decided to put a black lining. So thank you very much for watching. Please leave a comment in the comment section and subscribe if you haven't. Bye.